Okay, we're here in late August, and here in Ohio, as with just about anywhere in the East, this is beetle season. In fact, anytime mid-June through mid-September, our trout just absolutely love to eat beetles. I don't ever leave home without them. I've got a variety of different patterns. The Japanese beetle, I think it's a Harrison Steves pattern. You can find that on our website. That's one of my favorites. There's a couple other ones, Rainey's foam beetle, but the one I keep coming back to is a fly that Jerry Darkus showed us a number of years ago. In fact, I think he tied it here on our YouTube channel, but we call it a sandwich beetle.
The Finnish sandwich beetle, very effective fly, quick and easy to tie, catches fish, that's the main thing.
And it's really cool. You can tie it up in a variety of different colors, throw different colored legs on it, but I usually use the orange body and with the orange legs. And the thing about beetle fishing, it's kind of like the mulberry thing. If you've seen us do the mulberries, whether you watched Carpin or the Walker's Cay Chronicles, where the carp has to hear the mulberry hit as if it dropped out of the tree. And it's really the same thing with the beetles. You've got to creep along here and you've got to fish the areas where a beetle could have potentially fallen out of a tree or a bush. So you're looking for the overhangs and you're looking for fish, like I just heard one. You're looking for fish that are staged up. They're laying just a few inches below the surface, so you know they're surface oriented. And you've got to make it act like that beetle fell out of the tree, and you got to make them hear it hit. A trout is going to know. They know that beetles just don't fall from the sky. Okay, they're gonna fall out of the trees and bushes. So that's what you're looking for, is overhangs where you can get a cast under as if that fly fell out of the tree. And then the splat, it's got to splat down, I'd say 4 to 6 inches in front of their nose. They'll almost always come and grab it. But the longer that fly sits there on the water, your chances go down. So it's those first few seconds, it's the splat, it's when the fly first hits the water. That's the prime few seconds of beetle fishing. So we're going to creep along these banks here and see if we can get some fish to eat some beetles. There. Did you see that? He came right for it. I think I pulled it away from him. They don't know what's good for him. Here he comes. He's on it. Nice little rainbow on the beetle. It's kind of cool fishing at a place like this and using this net. This net actually belonged to my grandpa. Nice little rainbow trout on a beetle. Release that guy properly. Oh, he's ready to go. No problems there. Man, I just love it. I love fishing beetles. I love seeing them come up to the surface. I love that take, and you got to be patient with this. I mean, you see that snout come out of the water. You got to remember that that's not in their mouth yet. You got to wait till that mouth closes. And that a lot of times takes a lot of patience and a lot of practice. But man, fishing beetles this time of year anywhere in the East is just loads of fun, but there's a bit of a science to it. You got to get the fly in the right place and you got to get the right plop. They got to hear it hit. You know, twitching it can't help, but they got to hear it hit, and then they're going to come right to it, and it's usually within the first few seconds of that fly hitting. So, you know, when you're fishing in the summertime like this, and the water temps are getting up there, first of all, if they're too far up there, if it's 68, 69, 70, you probably don't want to fish, but we're far from that here. But still, it's August, summertime. And it's really important to make sure that you revive the fish properly. It can take a little bit of time. I mean, it may take you 5 or 10 minutes in some cases. But you want to cradle the fish under his belly and just hold lightly on his tail. Very important to make sure that you wet your hands first before you touch this fish. I think that's pretty common knowledge, but it's worth mentioning. Wet your hands so you don't remove the protective slime off the fish. and then cradle him under his belly, hold lightly on his tail, don't squeeze on his tail, and just hold him upright until he's ready. And he'll tell you when he's ready. He's gonna basically, you can kind of loosen your grip a little bit and he'll swim out of your hands when he's ready. For example, we didn't even fight this fish all that much, and I mean, we've been 4 or 5 minutes now here trying to, and there he goes. And I'm gonna watch him and make sure that he stays upright, make sure he doesn't roll over on his side, because we do, even though I've been known to take a fish or two home for the skillet, probably not going to today. And you know, most of the time we're catching and releasing, of course, so you want to make sure that, especially when you're terrestrial fishing during June, July, August, and the warmer months, make sure that you revive them, get them back safely.